What's up, YouTube? Today, we're gonna be playing Welcome to Bloxburg. Let's do this. Hey guys. Okay, so we're back on Bloxburg. I apologize for my 1-year hiatus or something. I don't know when it comes to this series. That's my bad. It's mainly because I wasn't really interested in Roblox, but I'm kind of interested in it now again because, you know, just getting back into it feels pretty nostalgic and honestly really entertaining after just playing balloons for a long time. But yeah, while we're still here, might as well just talk about some tips and tricks. So the first trick is that if you're moving, or rather if you keep moving in a straight line, let's just say I'm going backwards, you can press the chat button and you can keep going the same direction without doing anything else. So in this case, that was a terrible example because you would never want to go backwards unless you want to. Let's just take the sidewalk for example. So let's say I'm still walking and say like, oh man, I don't want to keep holding down this W key. I want to go straight without having to press it down for so long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep holding down the W key and I'm going to press the chat button, which in this case is the backslash. And there we go. Now if you want proof that I'm not holding down the W key, put the boom boom boom. I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's just one trick when it comes to working in this game, or actually I think it affects every game in this game. Like in general, like in all of Roblox, I think you can actually use this to your advantage. But in this game, it's a lot better for working, more specifically the delivery person job, because in that game you're going to be moving in a pretty linear path most of the time, so you might as well just do that trick whenever possible, or whenever it's actually helpful. So yeah, let's actually go inside. Or actually, let me just turn that on. Why did I not turn that on last time? Should have done that. But yeah, here we go. Bruh! Okay. Alright. And check me out though. Look at my crib. That's what you call it, right? A house, a crib or something. I have some windows with some blinds on. I already closed them because I hate people peeping on me. I got some... Actually, a lot of my furniture in this house is the highest quality that I can afford with regular dollars instead of whatever this is. So yeah, so this is probably like one of the best ovens or stoves. I forgot what you call those. I'm so dumb. This is one of the best commercialized industrial sinks, which I forgot what the stats were, but it's really good. We also have a microwave, toaster, blender, coffee machine, and also a lot of food. If you're wondering where I got all this food, I'm gonna have to do like a brief synopsis. So basically, in the chat, someone said, hey, free food, I got free food. And I was still in the middle of working the delivery person job from the Pizza Planet. And I thought to myself, you know what? Yeah, sure, why not? I've heard worse. And trust me, I have heard worse. So I exited my job, got into my vehicle, if I had one or something, I don't know. Actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure I had a vehicle at that time. So I drove into my car and I went to where the freak they were located, which I actually did find on the other side of the freaking town. But, you know, besides that, when I got there, it was super surprising, but at the same time, not really, because I should have probably taken free food with a literal sense, because what the person did was they just had a table with a bajillion different types of food. Like, it was ranging from cake to, what is this called? Salads, ice cream, I guess, whole freaking dinner plates, like basically anything you could imagine. The reason to this was that they're renovating their house and they wanted to clean up some space, which, to be fair, I can relate. I mean, I'll probably do the same actually in the future, because, you know, just having food in your refrigerator for no reason is kind of useless. So I got to their place. They made me a guest because they needed me a guest for anything. I took a decent portion of the table. Now, if you're wondering how large the table was, let's just say my bed. Like, let's say this is the table. This is how big it was. So there's just a bunch of food everywhere. And I basically took whatever I could. Now, I didn't take everything because one of the 7 deadly sins is gluttony. And I don't want to fit that. So I only took what I needed. And the thing is, my utilities was not paid. So I had to do this in the dark and put every single freaking food one by one, making sure I don't click on the X when I was carrying that tray, Because if you do that, everything's gone to waste at that point. I don't know why that's even a feature. Shouldn't we have like inventories? I feel like we should have an inventory. Coeptus, if you're watching this video by any chance, could you add backpacks for purchase with this type of currency and not this one? Because I know you're greedy and everything, but if you could do that for me, that'd be great. So I got what I needed, brought it back home, placed it everywhere one by one, and that's how I've gotten free food. So you can actually just ask someone right now in the chat. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I actually did that. I'm actually curious if people are gonna actually respond to me saying, yes, okay, just come to my place and you can pick some up. That's probably not gonna happen, but tell you what, I'm gonna close the chat at that time and just explain some stuff. I'm sorry for wasting your time. Let's just actually get to the tips. So tip number 1, if you have automatic payment on for your house bills, which you can go by going to this little cogwheel, clicking on options, and then under game, you should see automatically pay bills if you're on a computer, of course. I don't know if it works on phones. Haven't really tried that out. If it does work, cool. If not, whatever. But anyways, you go to automatically pay bills, and I recommend you turn this off because I'll explain that in a little bit. So turning this off will actually give you an advantage. So I actually did the math for this, and for every 2 minutes you're in the game, 1 hour passes. So every in-game hour is 2 minutes in real life. So every 2 seconds is 1 minute. And it usually takes about, and I actually timed this as well, it takes about 27 in-game hours for the next house bill to arrive. And if you do the math, and I already did it for you, you're welcome, that equates to about 54 real life minutes. And as a bonus, if you have your automatically pay bills off, you have an additional 10 real life minutes to pay it off before all your utilities turn off. So yeah, that's why I have it off now, because you know, when you're working, like if you're working like a lot in this game, or if you're really in the zone, you might want to turn it off because it might burn your freaking bills and your money. So that's kind of why I do that. Tip number 2, this one's actually about making money, so this one's actually really useful. So I'm gonna go to work right now, and I'm gonna show you how much money I make, because this is actually really important. Now, when I first heard this tip, I was like, wait a minute, this is most likely not true, because I've tried that before and I don't think it worked. So let's just take a pizza, and keep in mind my mood is at 0%. Everything's at 0% except for my energy. So let's just go deliver a pizza. We're gonna take forever, or not, okay? And this is how much I make. Okay, now just keep in mind my mood was at, or rather my fun was at 0%. So I'm gonna go back home now. I'm gonna get my mood up. I'm gonna get everything up to 100%. You don't actually have to, you just have to get your fun up to 100%, but for convenience's sake, I'm just gonna get everything to 100% and come back, so I'll be right back. Also, I don't know if this is a bug or anything, but why are there so many pluses? Shouldn't it just be 5? I mean, just look at my mood, I'm only getting 5 pluses. Strange. Hey guys. Okay, here we are. So my mood is at 100%, my fun is at 97%, and honestly, that's fine. As long as it's close to 100%, it's all good. Okay, so keep in mind, the amount of money I got from having my mood up to, or my mood to 0% fun was at $410. So I'm gonna go deliver this pizza, and we're gonna see the difference. And let me tell you guys, right now, the difference is gonna be insane. Well, maybe not insane, but it's gonna matter a lot when it comes to short burst work sessions. Alright, here we go. $586. That's a difference of $176 right there. That's pretty big, honestly. What's the percentage of that? I'm not sure. So I'll just display a number right there, and hopefully it's right. But just the fact that it's that much of a difference is kind of nuts. Are you freaking kidding me right now? I just got another freaking bill. Oh my gosh, dude. This is literally the second time I've gotten billed today, because actually, this is actually my second attempt at recording this video, because the other one wasn't recording the game audio, which was my bad, because I was looking at the Bloxburg wiki, which I'll leave in the description below. And if you're wondering what the moods do in this game, like I said, it'll be in the description below. Oh, and here's another cool fact about this game. The only two things you should be worried about when it comes to skills are cooking and gardening, because the thing about gardening is that you can get money from it, but you can also decorate your lawn and everything, but mostly money. So make sure you get this as high as possible if you want to get extra income in this game. Just keep in mind that it takes forever to grow, but it is another way to get income. Not really the best, but not the worst either. And cooking is very necessary when it comes to opening up a restaurant in this game, so might want to get that up beforehand or prior to actually opening it up. I know you're trying to be entrepreneurs out here, but just be prepared for anything. And in this case, get your cooking up. Make sure you have at least $100,000 when you first start out, because it's quite expensive, if I'm being honest. So you want to make sure you have enough money with you in case everything starts to crumble apart. That sounds really depressing and pessimistic, but hey, I'm just being honest, alright? I'm just giving it to you all bluntly. And that's about it, guys. I know this wasn't really much content-wise, but I just wanted to get straight into the point, which I actually didn't do. So in a way, I kind of failed at that point, but whatever. I mean, we're still here. You guys made it to this point of the video, so congratulations. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys like this video, make sure to dislike this video. Alright, bye everyone. And if you're wondering if anyone responded to my question in chat, no, they did not, but I recommend you try it anyways, because I think it'll be really funny.